Seriously?
Hey guys, and welcome to another 40k Ork Community showcase with myself, 6 plus Stevo. Damn, it's been a while since the last one of these, hasn't it? These videos have been really popular, and I've received a lot of requests to do these, more of these, and I don't know why I haven't. Like I said, it's been a while since the last one, and I did actually put up a post for this one on the 40k Ork Community way back. Last year in November was when I put the post up, intending to do the video sort of a month later. I don't know what happened. Other things happened. Time got away with me, and I just kind of forgot about it. And something jogged my memory, and scrolled back through the announcements in the group to find all the community's entries, and there's so many good entries that it's been a while. A lot of the people that entered into this showcase have probably forgotten they've done so. It's been that long, 4 months at the time of recording this. But yeah, let's without further ado, let's get into this Grot showcase. And so here we go. This first picture you're seeing here, these are actually my Grots. Not long after finishing these guys and showcasing them on the channel, it's what inspired me to see what the rest of the community have done with Grots. And so that's why we're doing this video now. The response, I want to say, the response to this has been huge. I have no idea at this moment in time. You'll have a better idea than me because you'll see the timestamp and know. But I have no idea how long this video is going to be, because this is probably the most responses to any of these community showcases I've ever done. So let me just, before we start looking through the rest of the community's Grots, this is quite an open category. So we've got Grots, obviously, are allowed, and other supporting Grots, things like ammo runts, and grot oilers and things like that are allowed, but anything Gretchin related, so this includes killer cans, this includes grot tanks, it includes mech guns, big guns, and any other kind of conversions where they've converted something usually orky to be piloted by a grot instead, you know, and so on. Basically, if it's got grots in it or on it, it's a viable entry. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. This first entry here is from Murray Provan, and he said himself within the entry, I don't actually know what these are. They're little armoured grots, aren't they? They're, you know, it's grot meganobs, I guess. You know, but these are made from bits of sprue and Space Marine shoulder pads, basically. I don't know what to say about these. The idea, the execution, it's kind of genius and kind of loony all at the same time. So I suppose that gives it the award of excellence in the Ork community. Yeah, you've got a sort of a RoboCop style paint job on this one here. Hey look, this is Poor Hammer at its finest here, isn't it? Just random bits, mostly bits of sprue for the arms and legs, and shoulder pads for the faces. Yeah, there we go. Well done, Murray. This next one, this is an interesting one. This is from Chris Hughes, and this is again sort of like a mega armoured grot, but if you notice, he's on the base with either a Gorkonaut or a Morkonaut there, and I can see what he's done. He's effectively made a miniature version of that. This is a little miniature Gorkonaut, and that's really clever. I don't know if maybe he's just inspired by it. He wants to have a bit of Me Too and follow him around. But it's yeah, it's cool. It's genius. It's very clever. I'm not sure what this is here. This is like, it looks like maybe a rocket coming out of here or something. Um, he's paid quite close attention to the weapons and stuff as well. It's even got the rockets on top, and yeah, it's very clever. Little miniature Gorkonaut there. Love it. This next entry here is from Ryan Mangle, and this is a creation he calls the Wenger Bus. For those of you of a certain age, may remember a certain Euro dance pop group back in the 90s called the Wenger Boys. They had a big hit called the Wenger Bus, which was an earworm. It would get inside you and just repeat over in your head. But yeah, he's basically taken an Imperial Tau Rocks, ripped off all the tank tracks that loads of people seem to hate, probably used them for other cool kit bashes and creations, replaced them with tyres, and yeah, it's driven by Grots, and mate, it looks cool. It looks very cool. This is a lovely kit, the Tau Rocks. I really like the Tau Rocks kit, and I think it's a nice kit for kit bashing orc things with. I myself have got one converted into a rocket truck back when trucks could have rockets. Had a lot of fun converting that. I'm still working on it actually. I've been working on it for years. But yeah, it's a quality little kit. But yeah, nice touch. I like the way he's handed on to the bull bars there. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. On to the next one. Santa's Little Helper. This was sent in by Andy Cass. And yeah, this is a lovely little paint job on this festive miniature. I love the snow effects. That's really nice. Looks really realistic snow there. You've got the baubles down there as well. Yeah, very cool. Nice candy cane paint job on the pistol. Yeah, very cool. Santa inspired Grot there. Lovely. I wasn't a big fan of this miniature when it come out. I myself would have preferred something, you know, not festive themed, but a lot of people seem to like it. He was popular. I guess he's a bit of fun, isn't he? But look, lovely paint job on this, and like I said, those snow effects are awesome. Good old Makari here, and a lovely paint job. Another entry by Andy Cass. Yeah, this is nice, really nice. I haven't yet built my one of these. The more I see of him, the more I want to, because he is a lovely miniature. The banner is lovely, and yeah, he just looks like he'd be a lot of fun to paint. Yeah, cool. I like the on the base as well with the Imperial infantryman's like helmet and goggles there. Like he stands on that. That's cool. Yeah, lovely. Nice classic goth colour scheme. Done really well though. I like the highlights and stuff. It's got a nice look to it. Yeah, very nice. We've got up next here, we've got some Killcopters. Grot piloted Deathcopters from Zach Butler. And these are very inventive. These are awesome. I like these. I'm trying to recognise what the different parts are he's used. I can see like random gears and things that have probably come out of like a watch or like an old VCR or something. You know, at least that's what it looks like anyway. Clearly part of a killer can here. We've got a Havoc launcher on the side, represent the rockets. Yeah, nice way he's converted it. He's not done. This I like this. This is a killer can as well. I didn't recognise it at first. I was looking at this one and I could see what he's done. This one I was like, that's genius. He's turned the killer can body on its back, and that's usually the roof, the hatch, and that is now the front of the plane. That has worked really well. Very clever, man. Very clever. Zach Butler, there's some genius ideas going on there. I like your bases as well. You've built up some stuff to kind of hide the flying stands as much as you possibly can. That's cool. So you've got to sort of hovering low over terrain and stuff. That's quite a clever way to do it. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of flying stands. Yeah, they do break the sort of immersion sometimes, seeing that sort of clear resin, you know. Doing it like that's quite a clever way to sort of get around that. Yeah, nice job. Nice job. This one in particular, I think that's very clever and very unique looking. We know who this is, don't we? Well, at least I do anyway. This is Mr. Geargut's entry. And this is his take on the Grot Mega Tank. Yeah, a little shameless plug here. Available at geargutsmechshop.com. And I highly recommend you go and check out the store. And check out, or maybe I'll pop a link up to my recent video going over his whole range and looking through the stuff. Because, yeah, this is just a small sampling of what to expect. But, yeah. Yeah, he designs this stuff all on computer, and then this stuff gets 3D printed, and yeah, the awesome creations like this and many more besides. But yeah, lovely Grot tank, very cool. It's different, it's unique looking, but you can tell what it is. You recognise it instantly. It's got that same sort of ship prow kind of battleship, World War One dreadnought kind of look to it. Follows a lot of the same themes as the Forge World one, but is different and unique and has that Gearguts twist. Yeah, lovely job there, Gearguts, lovely. Here is an absolutely stunning entry from Tom Zimbardo, and he's titled this one Spot the Grot. Anyone seen him yet? Do you want me to spoil it for you, or do you want me to let you play? Do 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 do. There he is. So yeah, this is one of the little Grots. He's one of the ones from the Mech Gun kit, holding the bit of cabling and stuff. He's got the welder's mask on. Lovely little Grot. I'll be honest with you guys, I put it on not really because of the Grot, but just because this piece of scenery has to be seen. Totally stole my idea. He didn't steal my idea. I've had this idea in my head for so long to get one of these plasma balls, lightning balls, and make it into a piece of terrain. But Tom obviously had the same idea, and unlike me, he didn't procrastinate. He didn't never get round to it. He did it, and he did it far better than I ever could. This is beautiful. I love it. The level of detail that's gone into this, all the little computer gubbins and stuff, lovely paint job as well. I mean, not just the scratch build and the converting and everything, but the paint job on it is really nice. Little details like the little grog bottles and things. You got the little squig perched up on the side, and it's just awesome looking. What an amazing centerpiece for any battlefield. You know, this would make a great objective to fight over or protect, and just... Oh, I mean, he's confirmed to me now that my idea of doing something like this has to be done. The only trouble is now, I'm clearly going to be copying someone, but, you know, such is life. But yeah, Tom, you've just confirmed to me that it is indeed the right thing to do. I need to get myself a plasma ball, and I need to get my own version of one of these made up pronto, because how good is something like that going to look on battle reports and stuff, you know? It's going to be a real talking point. Yeah, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Tom, lovely job, man. Lovely. I'm absolutely in love with that bit of terrain. Next up, we have an entry from Paul Steele. This is the super cannon, isn't it, from Forge World? And I believe, I know the comments section will be swift to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Grot is a Forge World Grot that comes with that kit. Not 100% sure. I haven't bought one of them. I've looked at it several times, but yeah, he's cool. He's got a lot of character to him. He looks real sort of grumpy, grouchy, nasty little fucker, doesn't he? But yeah, He's not looking the right way. He's obviously looking back because someone's yelling something at him. Probably one of these orc overlords going, "Hurry up, you grot. Load it up," or something. I don't know. I kind of lost what I was saying there. You got some other grots down here. More. He's got the head from the Storm Boys grot there, I think. That looks like one of the Met Gun grots. Yeah, he's mixed parts here with some grots because this bit here is from the grot crew from the battle wagon kit. So he's had a bit of fun kit bashing various different heads and bodies with the grot. So that's nice to see because there is a bit of kit bashing possibilities and potential with grots. A lot of them do come monopose, single builds, but a lot of them do have like interchangeable heads and arms and things. So you can mix them up and create some more variety. But so. This is on the back of a battle wagon as well, isn't it? I've just realised that. I thought this was all like scenery, but no, this is a battle wagon with the super cannon on. Lovely. I like the painting on the lenses and stuff. That's nice. One here from Sebastian Salvanish. This is a bubble chucker mech gun and the grot crew with it. He's done a little bit of converting and stuff here. He said he got this mech gun in a lot. It was missing half the kit, so he finished it the proper way. So yeah, he's had to use a bit of creativity to replace some of the missing parts and things. He's done a tidy job because I'm kind of looking at it going, well, what is he missing? What's he not got on there? I'm not sure, but it looks nice. It looks lovely. Painted in the correct colour scheme, the Bad Moons. I like the black flames up the side. He's weathered it right down. And yeah, these grot crew with these mech guns are lovely. Very characterful. But he's got different ones in here as well. I noticed like this fella comes with the grot. I think he does anyway. It's hard to tell now. Some of these I'm not overly familiar with. Like this again, this fella. I don't think he comes in the mech gun kit. I could be wrong. They're all in the bits box for me, so I forget what kits they come out of a lot of the time. But yeah, nice job, nice job. The first of our grot tanks. I have recently just started work on some grot tanks, and I'm having a lot of fun building them. And I suggest anyone out there do the same. Grot tanks are great fun to build and kit bash and convert. Yeah, these are lovely. Nice little mixtures of scales here. I can see this one has used these are tracks from the battle wagon. Yeah, that's battle wagon tracks, but he's added extra cogs on there, which is a nice touch. Added a bit of extra detail. Nice use of armor plating's used like shoulder pads. Very clever use of shoulder pads on there. It's little touches like that, little clever little touches that you wouldn't think of that impress me the most. Battle wagon turret there. I've used that same one on one of my grot tanks. Not sure what he's used for the body. It's buried under a lot of different armor plating bits. I recognise bits there. That's one of the steps on the battle wagon or the truck possibly. Maybe it's like a scratch built or plastic hard body under there. I think these tracks, I believe these tracks come off that Mechanicus set, don't they? With the 3 dudes on the tank tracks, because I've been myself wanting to get them to convert into grot tanks because they just look like lovely sets of tracks and things. But these have got a lot of DACA, these grot tanks, like a lot of DACA. This is a lot more DACA than they can actually use, I think. But who cares? It looks cool. Lovely job there, Paul Still. I like these. Night Goblin. Night Gretchin. These are lovely. Really characterful. Look at this bugger here. I mean, that is one vicious, nasty, sadistic looking fucker in it. And he's done a great job at sort of modernising these, 40k-ing them up. Taking these fantasy miniatures and applying them to 40k, and he's done a really nice job of it actually. Really nice job, and they look very sinister. Yeah, I like these, man. Really good job there. That is Sans Prenome Gagwell. Sorry if I've butchered your name, buddy. I'm really good at butchering names on this channel. But I won't butcher your painting and your converting abilities because these are lovely. I really, really like these. It's you've put seeds in my head now that I want to start picking up a bit more of the Goblin Age of Sigmar range and things and start seeing what I can do with some of them miniatures because they got some lovely miniatures there. I mean, this one, that face is so characterful. Lovely stuff. Good job. I like the Grot Sniper in there as well. We got one here from Alan Longmore. And he's titled this one Grots, 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 because he sent me several pictures with all kinds of grots. And I had to, the amount of entries, guys, honestly, the amount of entries into this showcase was just phenomenal. And I just simply haven't been able to cover them all. So if people have sent multiple entries, I've kind of picked my favourite from the bunch or a couple of favourites if they're lucky. Because otherwise, not everyone would get a fair shake of it. But so this is one of many pictures he sent me. But here's his Grot mob complete with Runt herd. I like the way he's done the Runt herd there with the squig literally leaping right off the base. It's barely attached to the base. It is like proper pulling, desperate to chomp on some grots. He's got his cattle prod poking out there, the old grot prod, and switched the head with one of the boys' heads, which works well on that body, I think. But the grots themselves look really nice. I like how they. So I see they've got like a bit of a camo. They've been sort of blood axey. They've put a bit of camo body paint on themselves and that, which is nice. They look nice and weathered and grubby and dirty and yeah, grimdark, lovely, good stuff. Here is another bunch of grots from Dennis Callison, and he says guardsman bits are great for grots. Their weapons, hands, hats, helmets and accessories fit just right. Yes, you are right. A lot of these sort of human or regular Umi scale miniatures, some of the bits do mix very well, and you can see what he's done here with some of the hats and things. Now he's got me looking now at other parts, so I can see this chain sword has obviously come from one of them. He's lengthened this one to give him a bit better of a rifle with a bayonet on the end of it. That's a nice touch. We got one here with a plasma pistol, another little sort of commissar hat there. That's nice. Yeah, he's just a little shoulder pad there. Yeah, lovely work, man. He's just sprinkled in some looted gear amongst these grots, and it just really individualizes them and sort of makes them his own, picks them up a little bit. Yeah, nice stuff. Yeah, I like these, buddy, and that's great advice as well for people as well. Look at some of the Imperial Guard stuff to customize your grots with, because it's something you may not have considered, but actually a lot of the human scale stuff does work quite well. Trask Wilkinson here with old school Killa cans. I have got to get me some of these. I do love these old school Killa cans, man. They are glorious looking. I just want to get some of these and mix them in with my current, range of Killa cans, because I think these are bloody lovely miniatures that have aged really well, and I think the paint job on these is beautiful. The scheme he's chosen is basically the same as my colour scheme. It's like black and yellow with touches of gold, and that's probably why I like it so much. Heavily biased, clearly Bad Moons as well. Yeah, I like these. I like these a lot. Yeah, good stuff, man. Like nice scenic bases on them. Just lovely. Old school Killa cans, still rocking it. They still got it. They have still got it. They look a lot more clunky, a lot more ungainly than the current ones, which isn't a minus in my book. I like the fact they look so rickety and sort of awkward. Yeah, awesome stuff, man. You've reminded me how good these are, and how much I need to get some of these to mix in with my other ones just to get some more variety. Cracking stuff. William Curtis Coombs here with his lucky blue grot. Yeah, he is definitely getting that 6+ invuln save, isn't he? With all that blue body paint on. Look at him. He's even painted his nails blue, look. Except for this one, look, the trigger finger. He's been pumping that trigger so hard, all the blue war paints come off it, look. But yeah, lovely little scenic base as well, little details and stuff on it. Adds so much. Just sprinkle a little bit of stuff like this around your base and it just tells a little story. It adds a little bit more. But yeah, lovely stuff. He looks like he's having the time of his life, that grot. I love that head with the little goggles on. It's one of my favourites from the grot range. What have we got here? We have an entry from Garrick Field. And this, I'm going to have to take a little look into this. He's just got a collection of all kinds of grots here. I love the red. The red as a contrasting colour to the green really stands out. And yeah, adds little sort of focal points on these miniatures. I love that. He's done some lovely little checker painting, even down on the tiny little grot blasters. I love seeing this. I love seeing it when people, too often, things like grots and even Ork boys get relegated to just sort of batch painting, get them done quick, get them on the table. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you do that, more power to you. But I love seeing it when people go to town on these little small miniatures. Because, you know, grots need love too. And it's, yeah, very nice to see. And then he's got this Weird Boy here, this grot Weird Boy. And what a cool way to do like an Ork miniature, but a grot version of it. I don't know what parts he's used. I don't recognise a lot of these parts. I'm not sure this squig skull. Where does this come from? Someone in the comments, let me know where this squig skull comes from, because that is a cool little bit. Yeah, that is awesome. It's clearly the centerpiece of this little collection. Lovely. I see a little pirate hat over there. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, need to drill your barrels though, buddy. I see a barrel there. I'll be honest with you, I haven't drilled the barrels on my grots either. I probably will though. Get a small enough drill and do them. I wasn't going to bother, but actually, the more I think about it, the more I think, yeah, do you know what? I will drill my grot barrels. I said grots need love too. If it's good enough for the orcs, it's got to be good enough for the grots, isn't it? I don't even have to look at my notes to see whose this is. This is my fellow bald knob, my good buddy Skarner over at Plastic Crack Gaming. And yeah, as you'll know, we're all working towards getting our armies done. I've finished my 1500 point list painted. Scar is still working on his. He's got a bit of catching up to do, but the quality of these, the skin tone he's got, his skin recipe is delicious. It's lovely. Look at that. He's got a, yeah, it's a lovely skin tone. Really is a much kind of more muted skin tone and a bit more of a modern skin tone, I would say. It looks like he's still got some bits to do, like teeth and things. These are work in progress, but look, they're looking this good already. I mean, you can see how close they are to finishing. It looks like he's literally just got to pick out some details and bits on like teeth and nails and. I can't see much else that needs to be done on these, to be fair. They look bloody lovely. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely lovely stuff. Again, the use of the red is really nice. It really picks them out and just sprinkles in that contrasting colour to the green. Yeah, Scar, these are going to be a pleasure to face on the battlefield. Yeah, beautifully done, mate. Beautifully done. This fella from Joshua Payne. This is the grot from the Storm Boys kit. and it looks like, I think it looks like he's got him sort of leaping over this bit of terrain, which is some kind of weird skull thing that I've no idea if this is a part of a miniature or just something else. Buddy, if you're there, let us know in the comments what this is. It's an interesting kind of alien skull anyway that he's leaping over. And he's stealthy because he's all in purple. I don't know what's happened with the... there's a strange texture on this though. Was that deliberate, or is something gone slightly awry in the sort of varnishing process or something? Or have you used like a textured spray or something? Because I see a sort of a bobbling or, you know, a weathering or something. It seems to be all over. It's strange. I'm not sure what's caused that, or if that was deliberate at all. If you're there, buddy, let us know in the comments section. But yeah, loving the sort of pose of leaping over this thing. That's cool. Very dynamic. Some more guardsman grots here. These are so cool, man. So cool. Like this looks like these have taken a bit of work, man, to get like this. But so we've got the big guns, and we've got crew and a little leader fella. Yeah, look at these lovely two squads. I thought it was the same lot from two sort of different angles. It's not. It's we got two big guns, and really nice use of bits. Like the way these have been converted is lovely to get all the helmets fitted on and stuff. This has taken a lot of work. Looking at these, I can tell this has taken a lot of work. You definitely have not been lazy here, have you, buddy? Matthew Thornton, this is, that sent these in. Buddy, I am seriously impressed. What have you done? Have you cut like the helmets off Imperial Guard and sort of literally carved out the innards to put these grots in there? It looks like what you've done. And oh yeah, these are cool, man. So characterful. I think Mr. Bloodaxe himself, Mr. Scarno, will be looking at these with envy and saying, I've got to do me something similar like that. These are lovely. These are like really well-trained grots. Awesome stuff. Oh, I like these. Very brightly coloured, very bold. This is from Justin Hayward, and he's got a touch of pink in here. Which again is a really good contrasting colour, especially with the really bright green skin he's got going on. These really stand out. These look great. Yeah, lovely stuff. But these look like, buddy, correct me if I'm wrong, are these done with the contrast paints? I'm getting that vibe of contrast paints off these. Possibly I'm wrong, but yeah, real nice. And I like the way all your feet are sort of dirty as well. You've kind of blended them in a little bit, and you've put the dirt over the feet, sort of blend them, tie them into the bases. Real nice. I like all the cracked earth as well on the bases. That looks really nice, specifically on this one. Good stuff, Justin. Another one of these Storm Boys grots. He's a popular one, isn't he? I can see why as well. Is the classic old pose, you know. Yeehaw! Waving his hat there on the thing, yeah. Classic movie reference. Yeah, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. This is Miles Tugman. Miles, he's cool, mate. Very characterful. Love it. He's going to die happy, isn't he? He's living life in the fast lane. Going to be a short life, but my God, he's going to make a bang, isn't he? He's going to make an impact. That's for damn sure. Nice little Bad Moon grot here. A classic old metal grot from Alex Cox. Lovely, lovely. I like his big old blunderbuss he's got there. Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of the old metal grots hold up just as good as the current plastic ones. Just as good. In fact, a lot of the current plastic ones are so similar to the old metal ones that you can mix them in, no worries at all. Lovely. He's heavy gloss, very glossy there. Me personally, I'd like a little spray of some matte varnish on there just to bring that gloss down. Or maybe he's a work in progress and maybe that's all the wash and stuff and he needs a bit of a matte varnish. Or maybe you like him all glossy. Maybe he's just out in a real hot desert and he is just sweating one out big time. But yeah, I like the yellows as well. Nice painting on the yellows. Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. Yeah, I've got to get me some of them old metal grots. Speaking of old school, check these guys out. Alan Longmore. Old school grot oilers. Look at these fellas. Very cool. Oh, they got so much character and charm to them, haven't they? It's all hand sort of carved and yeah, lovely. Good stuff. Look at this one. He looks so sweet, doesn't he? I've seen these two before. These two are quite sort of well known if you kind of follow kind of retro hammer stuff and you were around at the time. And I recognise these two. This one I'm not so familiar with, but he's cool. I like him. Ooh, this is a nice paint job. This is sent in by Dan Eaton. Another Makari. Painted in a different style to the last one, but equally good. A lot more brightly coloured things going on. I like the work here on the little gemstones and things that he's got going on. You can sort of tell he's got a bit of wealth, he's not your average grot, is he? He is, his association with Gaz has paid dividends. And I love the work on the Bannerman. Really crisp, nice clean paint job. Nice use of highlights and things to make it stand out and look bold. And I love the bright colour scheme. And I like the sort of use of unusual colours on your sort of scenic terrain on the base and that as well. Real nice. He's a lovely miniature, isn't he? Lovely miniature. He looks so tiny on that base, doesn't he? What base size does he come on? I can't even remember now. That can't be a 25mm, surely. He's not that small. That's got to be a 30mm, isn't it? Surely, or 32mm, whatever they are. But regardless, lovely paint job, buddy. Good stuff. Not great picture quality on this one. Sent in by Thomas Weisenhunt. But what we can see does look nice. Lovely little grot squad. Nice bold skin colours. Weathered down. Probably death skulls. I see lots of touches of blue in there. A bit of orange and stuff as well. Yeah, nicely done. Just yeah, the picture's a little bit dark. It's hard to make too much out there, but from what I can see, they look like a really nice nice mob of grots there. This one sent in by Paul Ansell, who says it's still a work in progress, but this was scratch built from leftover World War II bike parts, a Hot Wheels car and paper clips. I can see it now. I've read it. I can see it. I can see the paper clips. There they are. Man, that's clever. That is clever. That's so cool. I'm just getting visions of the Great Escape here. Yeah, really cool. Really cool. Look, he's lost control. He's cranked the handle. He's done something wrong. It's taken him by surprise. Helmet's coming off. All the stuff's falling out the back. He's about to deck it. I love it. I love it. That's so characterful, buddy. Yeah, that's put a big smile on my face. That is hilarious. Yeah, it'd be great to see that. Make sure when you finish painting this fella, mate, make sure you share him in the community because people are going to love that. That is so cool. Grots are just the funniest, man. They're hilarious. Oh, the Ork faction. We'd be so much worse off without Grots, wouldn't we, eh? That is the true comedy that comes into our faction, I think, is mostly from the Grots. Is a channel a lot of you may be familiar with, Dice and Demons. She does this awesome comic book style sort of cell shaded painting that is really taken off lately. I love the way on all her stuff she's got this kind of scratched crisscross sort of pattern going along, and it's so damn cool. They just stand out so much. What are they called? Well, the Bubblegum Brigade. As you see, all her grots are pink. And yeah, it's just so bold and vibrant and unusual. It's just so eye-catching. It's so cool. Absolutely love it. Yeah. There's certain bits, like looking at the bit on this bubble chucker here, like you see that pink crisscrossing, the neon. You know, like if you're in a nightclub or whatever, and you know the certain colours show up, and you're in somewhere like lights go down, you got all neon lights. It's got that kind of look to it. I can imagine her painting up scenery like an orc nightclub would look incredible if she did it. Yeah, awesome work. If I remember, guys, you'll be seeing a link to her channel up in the corner. It'd be rude not to. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. See the rest of her Bubblegum Brigade, because it all looks like this and it's all incredible. Another Makari, popular character. Lovely, again, cracked earth base there, dry desert floor. I like that. Yeah, done in a lot more typical sort of goth colour scheme. This sort of way of highlighting, look, as you can see, like it's very he's done the green and then done it's very kind of he hasn't blended it in. And when you look at it close up like that, you sort of, oh right, you can kind of see like it's got almost like a sort of cell shaded kind of cartoonish look to it. But that's because we've got this picture incredibly close up. We're getting a very close up view here. I mean, even if you're holding this thing up to your face, you wouldn't see it as close up as this. But at the distance on the table, when you've got this thing on, he's going to look great. Yeah, so it's and the way he's done it, that highlights and stuff is going to be very noticeable from a certain distance. But yeah, this is cool, man. This is cool. And I've sort of been learning this myself. I used to do highlights like really, really thin, barely on the edges. And when I was looking at it really close, like this close, I'm like, oh, it looks amazing, that. And then I put it down on the table and I'm looking at it and go, you can't tell it's highlighted at all. So actually, I quite like this approach of going a bit thicker and bolder with your highlights and making them really obvious. From further away, it looks a lot better and it catches your eye a lot more, which I think is fine for like gaming pieces. But who sent this one in? This was sent in by, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Peter Drahukupil? I am sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. He said he needs to post the luckiest grot. Yeah, he's lovely, mate. He's lovely. Not only is he lucky, he's lovely too. Well done, buddy. You should be proud. What's this? This is Jason Ovendine. And he sent in me in a few pictures, basically, of an entire grot army. And so I just picked out my favourite, which is these grot tanks. And we've got a mixture here, I think. Are these Forge World ones or are they Cromlech ones? I think they're Forge World ones. I'm not 100% though, because they're quite similar. Oh, I don't know. That looks Cromlechy to me. Maybe they are the Cromlech ones. Either way, they're awesome. Both the Cromlech and the Forge World ones are lovely miniatures. And these are painted up beautifully. Nice and worn, battle worn and weathered down. And then we've got some scratch built stuff here. This looks like a scratch built Killa can. I see an orc head on the totem pole there. These are true rebel grots, aren't they? Look. And then this thing, I recognise this thing. This is part of the industrial terrain thing, isn't it? That's been turned into a grot tank. Lovely stuff there. Nice stuff, Jason. Good work. This next fella was sent in by Carl Hudson. Says, not sure if I can sneak this fella in. This is Zod. Thinks he's a bit of a superhero. So which one is Zod? I presume you mean this big fella down here is Zod. I want to speak about him because I love this head. This is from the Mega Knob set, and it's the mech head from there. And combined with that jaw, looks badass. And on that brute armor for the Ork, the Ork's, what is it, the War Chief, whatever he's called. Yeah, that looks really cool and brutish, mate. I love this as well. This is cool. But yeah, we're not supposed to be looking at him. We're supposed to be looking at Grots. And he's got a little Grot on his back. So yes, buddy, I will allow it. So he's got a sneaky little ammo Grot on his back with all the Dakar, following his commander into battle and loving it. And this is this a jetpack? Does this guy have a jetpack on him? Because if he does, then that's cool as fuck. More Grot tanks. Now, these are Forge World Grot tanks, aren't they? These ones are. The last ones we looked at, I think, were Cromlech ones. These ones are Forge World. I'm fairly certain. I bet I'm wrong. I bet I got that wrong. Oh well. Either way, they're cool. Nice paint job. The shading on this kind of red looks great. Very bold. The yellow and red checks work really well together. Each check's highlighted and stuff. Real gone into detail there. The metallics look great. And the skin on the Grot looks fantastic. Yeah, these are awesome. Well done, well done. Who sent those in? That was from Marant's Dance. Good stuff, buddy. A whole host of killer cans here. I love this. I like me some killer cans. Lots of mech guns. We've got a big old goth Grot mob going here. I can see the Forge World Grots here. The little one with the megaphone and the notice board. The one with the banner. These are done really well. You know, sometimes I wish I did goths just because the spray and black, it's detail work and you're done, isn't it? God, mind you, highlighting and making black look good isn't an easy task all the time, but he's done a great job of that here. Lovely Grot mob you got going on there, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mech guns. Looks like you got one of every type at least. Yeah, awesome stuff. Killer cans rock, man. And that is Ewan Ramsey who sent those in. Next up, we can see work as it's being done here. Who is this fella? What is this fella from? I've seen this before. Is he third party? He's not Blood Bowl, is he? He kind of has a Blood Bowl vibe about him. I think I know the company this came from because I can see their very pirate theme going on. What are they called now? I can't remember. Anyone in the comment section knows, let us know in the comment section where this one comes from because he's lovely. And what a lovely paint job you've done on him, buddy. You see, you've gone in, you've sprayed him, done a bit of zenithal, and then your paint work is dreamy. Lovely. Look at the muscularity on this guy. He has got some biceps on him. And look at him. He's hench as hell. He is not your average Grot. Who sent that in? Shalon Makari. Well done, mate. Well done. Awesome. And this next slot in from Casey Madden. We've got more of these Forge World Grots here. You're a git. And the well, what's this thing called? Is it the Runt bot or something? I can't remember. I remember seeing this thing before. Very cool. And we got some. These are Cromlech Grots here, I believe. Not a fan of their faces personally. I like some of Cromlech's Grots. Some of the other ones not so much. But the paintworks and stuff lovely. Really nice. There we go. Mike Brennan sent this one in. No Christmas theme here. just business as it should be. Look. Looks lovely. Like that work on the dagger. Looks cool. And again, the checks and stuff. I like that you've got a bit of free-handed on the pistol there. Little details like that. You know, not a lot of people would bother with things like that on a tiny little miniature like this. It's nice to see people doing that. Yeah. He looks cool, mate. He looks very cool. The Grot Mega Tank. I believe this is the Forge World one. God, it is a lovely miniature, isn't it? When I first saw this miniature, I wasn't so sure on it. But when you see it like this, painted up to this standard, it totally changes my feelings on it. It looks absolutely superb painted up. It's just a proper land battleship, isn't it? It's very cool. Very cool. Absolutely awesome stuff. That is sent in by Devon Headley, who sent, again, a variety of pictures of lots of different things, but this one was my pick of the bunch. But the other stuff was equally cool. But yeah, and all painted to this same standard. Devon, you've got a lovely paint scheme going on there, and it looks really nice. I love that weathered, worn down yellow rust and stuff. It looks great. Really does look good, buddy. Here we go. Who snuck Space Marines in on this competition? I say a competition. There's nothing to win. It's just a case. It's just a chance. You win the chance to have your work showed off on YouTube. That is the prize. Cool. Nearly dug myself a hole there, didn't I? Look at these little Space Marine impersonators. They've obviously looted the corpses, and they're loving it. I mean, an Ork probably never fit his head inside a Space Marine helmet anyway, so they might as well let the Grots have them. If you're not going to stick them on trophy poles, let the Grots have them. Oh, that one's got a whole torso. He's got a whole armour dressed up there. Yeah, it's brilliant, because it's totally the sort of thing they would do as well. I mean, that must be heavy, though. I mean, that must be one strong Grot to wear the full kind of torso suit of armour there. Yeah, Scott, these are lovely, mate. Ah, it's that filthy Death Skull again. Brack the War Boss sent in some of his Grot crew. Oh, I recognise these. These are some of the Gear Guts Grots. I recognise some of these. I love your little... I know I'm supposed to be looking at the Grots, but look at your little flowers. Look at that. That's cool, mate. Like, usually you have static grass stuff, but these like I don't know if it's just an optical illusion, but it looks like you've got proper little flower heads on there. Like these. It looks like he's about to start picking them. You ain't got time for that, mate. You got, you know, wars to win. On the turret, bang. He's got his little high vis jacket on. We got one doing it. Yeah, love it. It's a hard Grot's life. It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. They bring in a lot of charm and character. Yeah, good stuff. Well done, Brack. Oh my word. I am sorry to any younger viewers looking at this. I didn't know we were about to see a Grot's knob. But yeah, there you go. Who knew, eh? For an asexual species, I didn't actually think they had that kind of genitalia. But there you go. We've been proven wrong. Look, the call of nature gets to us all the time, and this fella better hope there's not a strong wind, because otherwise he's going to swing right into the path of that. Look at that. Yeah. He's a bit dehydrated as well, man, because look at the colour of that. That's not a healthy colour. You want to take a trip to the bad dock, I think, mate, and maybe drink some more water. Who sent that in? Who sent that filth in? Christopher Klein. You're a dirty sod, Christopher, but we love it. It looks cool. Oh, these are still... another one of these. Again, not Santa inspired. Lovely to see. He's done a head swap, hasn't he? I see the head swap from the Grot kit. Works really well, that head with that. Never thought of that. Yeah, very cool. Again, nice paint job on him. I like the rust effects, and you got the what do they call that when sort of, it looks like the copper sort of goes that what do they call it, ionization, is it? effect on that pistol. That's really nice touch. Looks cool. Same on the stuff. Yeah, I like your metallics, mate. Your metallics look really cool. Another Makari. God, Makari's popular, isn't he? That's a lovely paint job, mate. Really nice skin colour as well. Really good texture. You see this sort of combination of bits of yellow and green in there, like, and yeah, that's a lovely skin recipe. I like this bit of terrain you've got here as well. You've raised it up on that sort of outcrop and bit. Yeah, that just adds to the miniature. Lovely stuff. Good work. Good work. Who painted that one up? Thomas Hill. Lovely work, Thomas. Good old Makari. Oh, we've got a full-on scratch build going on here. Look at this fella. This is a scratch-built Killa can, I presume. Or is it a... No. Is it a Mega Knob, perhaps? I'm not sure. He's not written anything along with the picture. Sent in by Vigo Blackstrom. Well, whatever it is, mate, whether it's a Killa can, whether it's a Mega Knob, either way, it's a cool creation, and it looks like you've been able to build something for free, effectively. Seeing the parts you've used, I see Space Marine Dreadnought parts, and I'm not sure what this part is. Looks like it was once the cockpit of something. Looks like just plastic hard rods maybe for the legs. I recognise them feet. They're from the Death Dread. Or possibly Killa cans. No, I think they're from the Death Dread. Yeah, real nice, man. Just shows what you can do with bits in your bits box. Work on a Killa can here, work in progress from LeBaron MF Rogers. I just started a set of cans this weekend. Let's go. Well, they're already looking great, mate. I see you've got all the rust down. That is lovely rust work there. And he is about to finish off that screaming Space Marine. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, lovely rust work. Oh, these are old school. Andy Cass with some proper old school grots here. Working on a rocket or a bomb. Make a nice objective marker, this. I presume that's probably what you use it for. But yeah, look, he looks so content, doesn't he? And happy in his work. This one not so much, but yeah. Very characterful. Nice one, Andy. We've got some Bad Moon Grots here, which have been, again, some bits from fantasy bits in here. We've got a Night Goblin here. Wadaka, it says. I like that. Again, more use of Space Marine helmets here. Very nice to see. It's a shame, man, that Runt herds are so stupidly overpriced and no one uses them, because they are cool miniatures. I do like the Runt herd. Yeah, nice bold yellow. Very nice yellow on these. And nice skin. And nice bases as well. Again, going in with your little tufts and your textured bases and that. It looks really cool. Yeah, I like that, buddy. That is Michael Jablonski. Good stuff. He says, excuse the poop picture quality, but here are my Bad Moon Grots. The guy with the Space Marine helmet and plasma pistol killed Belial. 150 points character in close combat. This fella here, mate, he has earned that plasma pistol and Space Marine helmet, because I play against Belial a lot, and there's no nice way to put it. He's an arsehole. He's an arsehole on the table. So anyone that kills Belial is worthy of extra gubbins and a nice paint job in my book. Any day. Good on you, buddy. Well done. And that must have been a great moment on the gaming table, mate. It's always good when your grots kill something, but when it comes to like say an expensive character like that, it just makes the victory all the more sweeter. Oh, this is from the Drunken Ork. Again, if I remember, if I can get the link in, I'll have a link to his channel popping on screen right about now if you like what you see here. So this is a Killa can. A Death Dread. I see what's going on there. This is four-legged. It's like a, yeah, look, he's got the rear legs and it's rearing up and that's cool. So yeah, I'm not sure what it says. From the twisted mind of Leonard Dork da Vinci comes the Killer Cantor. Oh, there you go. So it is a Killer Can. It's a centaur Killer Can. So it's a Killer Cantor. This four-legged menace is part machine, part more machine, he says, with a little bit of grot thrown or stapled in for malice. Awesome stuff there, Mr. Drunken Ork. Lovely paintwork as well. Purple looks cool. And yeah, brilliant. This would be great with the custom job Orkimatic pistons to represent the four legs on it, so it moves faster than, you know, the other cans and stuff. Yeah, very cool. And it's sort of knightly as well. Like you see the thing out there of all the banners hanging off, big shield. Yeah. Awesome stuff, man. Mr. Drunken Ork has created some insane Death Dreads and cans. So yeah, I highly recommend you check his channel out to see what other bizarre creations he's come up with. He's very inventive, very creative with his stuff, and yeah, this is genius doing this. It is. We've got a little Grot rock star here, sent in by Zachary Paul Stewart. Love this fella with his old school rock guitar there. That's nice. Is that all been made by hand, buddy, or is that from like a Slanesh kit or something? And so is I see the pink and the guitar, and is these like a, is he kind of betraying Gorkonauts and a bit of a Slanesh worshipper, possibly? The other fellas are nicely painted as well, man. Cool. What have we got here? Another Grots here from Eugene Gilly. He's got just your regular Grot mob here, painted up to a good sort of tabletop standard. Lovely stuff. Even taking the time to paint the eyes. I always like to paint the eyes. Not a lot of people do that, but yeah, it's good to get the eyes painted. Good stuff, mate. Good. It's all you need to do. It's a good tabletop standard. You've got some paint on them. Good for you. We've got big guns here. A whole battery of big guns. We've got lobbers and zap guns. And Grot crew all around them with a lovely skin recipe. Lets it down slightly for me. He's got one of them hideous bloody second edition Grots that I'm just not a fan of. But you know, he's gone further. He's got him holding a banner and stuff and giving him a decent paint job to sort of bring him up to date. And at least he's just used the one as well. He hasn't just filled his army up with second edition Grots, because don't do that, people. I know they might be cheap, but don't do that. Don't do that. You're letting yourself down if you do that. You can do it. Look, it's none of my business, is it? If you want to do it, if you like the second edition Grots, then you crack on. More power to you. What have we got here? This was sent in by Clinton Arnold, and this is a big ass mega boss. But that is not where we're looking. We're looking at his little helper on his back, who is a cheeky little scamp, isn't he? Look at the little smile on his face. And no wonder, because he's being carried round by the big boss man. And yeah, he must feel like pretty powerful up there, all safe up on his back. I bet that changes if this fella cops it, though. Yeah, he's cool. Clinton, this is a lovely conversion, mate, and lovely paintwork, and yeah, a great way to sneak an orc into a Grot showcase video by having a Grot on his back. Very sneaky and stealthy of you, buddy. Good stuff. Well, oh, that's the last one. So there we go, guys. There we go. I hope you all enjoyed that. If you did enter into that and your picture wasn't shown, or I butchered your name or anything else, then I can only apologise. it's quite tricky to do these, to get all the pictures together and keep track of who sent in what picture and things, but they're great fun to do, so I'm going to keep doing them. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next one. If you want to be involved in the next 40k Ork Community showcase video on 6 Plus Stevo, then what you've got to do is you've got to join the 40k Ork Community. It is a Facebook group with well over 2,000 members so far, and growing all the time. A fantastic community that shares their work and helps each other with advice, and that you can see videos, you can see pictures, conversions, painting, music, and loads of other stuff, loads of other YouTube channels. It's a fantastic community to be in and be a part of. We've got Discord groups, again, link in the description below. But yeah, get in that 40k Ork Community, guys. Get in there. And the next time I do one of these 40k Ork Community showcases, your beloved creation, conversion, paint job, whatever, could feature and be on the channel. And yeah. But yeah, amazing entries this time. It's getting, each time I do one of these, the amount of entries gets more and more and more. I may have to pick a category next time that can be a little more restrictive, just to make it easier on myself, because this is probably going to be the longest episode of 40k Ork Community Showcase I've ever done. I'm looking at the timer there, we're on for about an hour at the moment. But yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone who entered your stuff in, great work. Keep it up, and yeah, keep on building and painting and keep on wahing. You know, just yeah. 6 Plus Stevo signing out.